What is going on, everybody? It's me, it's Mike, coming to you from the cymbalgeek.com facility today, and boy oh boy have we got a treat for you guys. What we've got for you today is a sneak peek, preview access look. What we've got for you today comes to you courtesy of the good folks at Meinl Cymbals. You may have heard of them, little known company, Meinl. The good folks at Meinl have been kind enough to send us their new prototype ride cymbal before it hits the market next Tuesday. This puppy is the 22-inch triple round low medium ride cymbal, and boy oh boy, I have been just having a blast before the cameras were rolling, having a blast all morning playing this little sucker. And man, we're going to dive right in, but before we do, I'm going to really briefly, but for a very long time, describe in words how this thing is going to sound when you hear it. Just to kind of whet your appetite, just let your ears know what to expect sonically. So when I describe the characteristics of this little puppy to you, I'm going to use some really kind of ambiguous and abstract phrasing that has really got no objective basis in terms of sound. So it's really up to you to decide what I mean, but it's just to give you an idea. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice when you start playing this thing is that it opens with a really creamy, kind of milky bottom end to it. And that's to do with the way that this thing was forged. It's to do with the smelting process that kind of makes this puppy so creamy at the bottom end. It's got a really kind of milky, like wooden, kind of like creamy bottom to it. But then as you move towards the bow or the bell of the cymbal, you're going to awaken this mid and high quality to its character, which is a much chalkier, much more ethereal, kind of polyester type top to it, which is going to complement that bottom end really well. It has a really nice singing voice when you awaken the cymbal. This is a cymbal that's going to give back as much as you put into it. I have conversations with this cymbal when I play it. I speak to it before the gig even. I did a gig last night, and before it I just asked if it wanted to be my friend. It's the kind of cymbal that you want to just make friends with. So it's a symbiotic kind of cymbal. Symbiotic cymbal. Now at this point in the video, I find it really important to change the camera angle to a more direct look at the cymbal, more of a playing view, and physically reach out and grab and move around this cymbal. And what this does, it's really twofold. Firstly, what it's going to do is it's going to get the people who are like seeking through the video using the bar at the bottom, the little thumbnail preview image of how the video is going. They're looking for when I stop my mindless preamble to actually play the cymbal. They're going to see it move. They're going to say, he's finally goddamn playing this thing. And here we are, we've hooked him back in. And the second thing this does, now that we're all on board together, is it shows that this review isn't just about the sound of the cymbal. That would be doing this thing a disservice. This is a 5-cent cymbal. We're talking about the touch. We're talking about how this puppy feels in your hand. We're talking about how it responds to every move of your hand. We're talking about how this thing smells. We're talking about this thing tastes like raw beef. Alright gang, let's dive right in. We're all here to hear how this little snipper sounds, so let's get straight to the point. I'm going to start my cymbal demo by hitting this thing imperceptibly quietly about once every 40 to 50 seconds. I'm going to do this for about 3 minutes. Alright, now that we're finally moving toward a realistic playing volume, I'm going to shoot up through the dynamic levels real quick, just kind of play around in this thing, wash it a bit, give it a few crashes just to show you how she responds. This one's a female. And next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and incorporate some of the other parts of the kit into this thing, just to give you some context, just to show you how she plays with her friends. Now you're going to notice very shortly after that, I'm going to head straight to the snare. We're going for a long dynamic buzz roll, starting at the sides, kind of harkening back to the start of my ride demo. We're going to be low, you're not going to hear it for a while. And while I know that this demo isn't really about the snare drum, in a way it's also not really about the ride cymbal. It's more kind of just about me. And I want to play. And the final thing I'm going to do before I let you guys go and pre-order this little snipper, I'm going to make sure and play the side of the cymbal with the side of my stick. That's a real pro move. That's a pro move, and that shows competence. I'm going to end the solo with that. Did I say I meant demo? Alright gang, that's going to go ahead and just about do it from us today. All that remains is to thank the good folks at Meinl. Be sure to follow us on all of our social medias, every goddamn one of them. And I hope you like the cymbal, hope you like my playing. Be sure to tune in next month because we have Keith Carlock coming in to give an excellent product demo of a cymbal that you unfortunately don't really like.